Hey guys, welcome back. Last time we talked about C++, and we talked about a decision structure known as the if statement. Today we're going to talk about the switch statement decision structure in C++. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you learned something new, go ahead and give it a like and a subscribe. Enjoy the video. Thank you. Hey guys, so continuing our discussion on decision structures in C++, let's go ahead and jump into switch statements. Switch statements are basically going to allow you to evaluate a certain variable to see if it's a certain value. And depending on if it's a certain value, we're going to execute a certain piece of associated code. In the example that I have here for you all, I have a really simple example with a variable called number. And depending on what that number variable is set to, we're going to we're going to print out, so we're going to see out the word version of that number. So if it's one, we're going to see out the word one, two, three, four, five, etc. So in this example, we've set the number variable to one. So when this switch statement evaluates the variable one, it should find it to be the int variable one, and accordingly, it should print out the word one to our console. But let's see if this is working correctly. Let's go ahead and build it. Let's go ahead and run it. So it looks like it's working perfectly. It looks like it prints one to the console. That's what we were expecting it to do. Let's change it to 5. Let's build it and let's run it. We should get the word 5 printed out. And that is what it looks like that we get in this example. This is just an example, but for whatever reason in this program, we've decided that we only accept the numbers 1 through 5. If it's anything else, we're basically we're going to execute the default statement, and we're basically going to print out invalid number. One thing I want you guys to take special note of is the break statements. These break statements, these break keywords are very important to include in any switch statement because they basically signify you leaving the switch statement and not evaluating any cases that come after that once you do reach the correct case. If we don't have this break statement here, what you'll get is something called case fall through. And what will happen is instead of just executing the correct case, it will also execute every following case until it reaches a break keyword. So unless you're intentionally using case fall through, you know how to use case fall through. It is recommended that you always include breaks in each of your cases. So for example, here, if let's say I set the number to 1 and I remove the break after 1, which tells the program to leave this entire switch statement, what you'll get is, sorry, let's say I change this to 1, and then there's no break statement in the one case. What you're going to get is you're going to get the printout, you're going to get the code executed in case 1, but you're also going to get what you were not wanting, which is the code in case 2 to execute until it reaches the next break statement, which is in case 2. So let's go ahead and build this. Let's run it. One, two. So that's not what we want. So let's go ahead and add that break statement back. So always add break statements in your switch statements in C++. Another example that I have here for you guys. Another example that I have here for you guys is we're using a switch statement. Let's say, for example, you're building some type of game and you're having the user select a planet. And instead of having them select the word for the planet, let's say you're having them select the number for the planet. As we know, the standard way to number our planets is the distance from the sun. So one will be Mercury, two will be Venus, three will be Earth, four will be Mars, five will be Jupiter, six will be Saturn, seven will be Uranus, eight will be Neptune. So basically, we're going to be using this. We're going to have the user input some type of number, and depending on that number, we're basically once they enter the number, I don't have uh, the code here for actually accepting user input for simplicity, just so that we can focus on the switch statement. You could do that, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video. So in this video, we've just explicitly assigned planet number to 3. And what we're going to do is we're going to run the switch statement. And because the planet number is set to 3, we are going to see out, which is printing the console, the word Earth. Because if the user selected 3, they're referring to the third planet from the sun, which is Earth. So let's go ahead and build this and see if this is working correctly. Okay, let's go ahead and run it. We should get the printout Earth. And we do, we get the printout Earth. Let's say we change this. Let's say the user inputted instead, they inputted 2. So if the user inputted 2, correspondingly to our switch statement here, let's see, case that it is 2, we should get a printout of Venus. Let's go ahead and build this and see if it's working correctly. Let's run it. Venus. Okay, so it looks like it's working perfectly. These are just some 2 really simple examples for you to get a brief introduction to switch statements. There's a lot of other cool stuff that we could do with them. If you guys have any questions, if you have any suggestions for improvement, go ahead and drop a comment below. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.